Good morning. Yes, that does work. I'll take this down then. Oh, I forgot. Switch my mouse back. Look, I need to level my armoring a little bit, I guess. I'm out of space. That's why I stopped. Maybe I level my thing set. Smithing. Oh, but I need bricks. I don't think I have very many bricks. Oh, I do have bricks. Look at that. Totally not the right cloth. Fine linen cloth. Do I have linen cloth? Didn't need to make that much fine linen cloth. Should have made linen. This song is good. The baking tools grind, yeah. I need to probably go make more linen cloths. So I'll probably be farming flax today, but we'll see. Hi, Brock. Hi, Dunk. How are you guys today? I'm excited. It's Halloween. My kids were, I was trying to get pictures of them in their costumes today, and they were so excited. Like, my one kid, she just put her shoes on and just walked to school, like, without even saying anything. She just wanted to go show everyone her costume, and I didn't even get to, take a picture of them before, before school, so I'll have to get it after they come back from, school. I was so sad, though. I was like, man, you guys messed that up for me. I should have been quicker, I guess. But I figured we'd play some Pax Day while we are waiting. I could probably go through my storages some and get rid of stuff that I don't really care to take with me into the next patch. Um, since I've kind of avoided going through storages the whole time I've been playing, I definitely think it's, well, I was gonna get rid of some meat in my storage, but I don't know though, because if they're adjusting some of the crafting and stuff, maybe they will be adjusting what meats get used. So, oh, that's cool, Dunk. That's really nice of you. We we're getting all ready for Halloween too. Our whole neighborhood is like all decked out. We didn't do anything this year, but next year will be like all decked out like everyone else. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it, but like where we used to live, nobody really decorated for Halloween. And then there was just like a couple houses that would. But like here, it's just like everyone's decorated, and I'm like, damn, we should have done something, but we'll get it next year. And you give out full size candy. Do you go to like Costco and pick up the king size packs or whatever? That's nice. Next year we'll be going to Costco and picking up a bunch of stuff. We made sure, like, there's a lot of kids with peanut allergies now, and one of the kids right down the block from us has a peanut allergy, so we went and got all the candy we have. It does not have peanuts in it, just in case, because I want them to be able to trick or treat at least at our house, uh, without worrying. Um, but I want to be the house with the cool candy that everyone wants to come for. So next year, we'll get all like super decked out and stuff. The girls are just excited to be able to go trick or treat with their friends tonight. We're gonna be walking around in a little group with their friends, and they're gonna have a lot of fun. Everyone around here has been like all decorated up for like weeks though. They're that like one person started decorating, and then everyone was like, "Oh, it's time." Like I was not expecting all the decorations. Have a good one, Dunk. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you have fun giving kids candy tonight. This is my favorite holiday. I love Halloween. I have way too much, like, bet you that's because I was leveling weapons. Let's talk spears. Probably chop some trees. Fill these back up. Let's see. Raw iron wire. Needs linen cloth too. And I messed up yesterday making all that fine linen. I can't use it on this either. Strings. Dang, I definitely should have been making horse. Sucks because you get so quickly away from that. I guess I just didn't level these together properly. Okay. I just go get some linen. Bunch of steel. Okay. So we need... We'll go do some flax. Do I need to make more clean ale? So. Oh, that sounds better. Probably double check. Addition to ale from Cloudy Base. Malt and yeast and water. Okay. We will make a little bit of that. Water. Okay, let's just confirm one more time because I'm really bad at getting this. Okay, conditioned ale with intense flavor for Duskfire. We want First Gold, Duskfire, and Battle Song, right? Let's condition ale with weak undertones. Okay. So, condition ale from Cloudy Base. Okay, so condition ale from Cloudy Base. Base 1, 2, 5. We can do Duskfire. Conditioned ale with intense flavor. It's a bunch of malts. Okay. Okay, we need to use all this up. Oh, I do have a bunch right here. Song at least. Okay. One more of these. Flavor. Okay. And seems to be the food I'm using the most. Skull bugs. Conditioned ale with weak undertones, which means honey. This needs honey, but conditioned ale with weak undertones. Conditioned ale with weak undertones. Okay. Okay. Those brewing, that uses up a bunch of that material. That's always nice. And I think that's okay. Let's go get some flax. And we'll make linen cloth this time, not fine linen cloth. I'll figure out a use for that fine linen, because I don't want to be taking a million fine linen with me. And I guess it doesn't matter if I take it or not, but I'm trying to organize my storages before so that I only bring stuff that I actually need with me. I need that. I hope everyone's having a good day. Remember if I even need black. No, I do. I think that's what I'm on. syrup. Can't wait for the update to show you your recipes when you're out and about. You can look at your recipes and stuff. That'll be really nice. Very convenient instead of having to be at the crafting station to see what takes what to craft. I'm excited for that. Sit there. Let's see. I only need rye. Turn up the volume? You want me to turn up the volume? Okay. It is a pretty nice song, right? I guess I just, Wait, no, that doesn't even do anything. Forgot. Man, I have... Let's click the right thing. It's pretty good, right? Is my microphone in a different place? Or turn up my volume of my microphone? I thought you meant the song, but okay. I can turn my microphone up. I think it's just because I was looking down when I'm talking, and it is kind of like higher now. Plus, I'm talking a little lower because I'm sick right now. I'm recovering from a cold, and my throat's a little sore, so I haven't been talking as much. Actually, yesterday I talked so much on stream that like I thought I was not gonna have a voice when I woke up today, but I do. So okay, 1 second. Let me get my microphone a little louder. I swear I'm a professional. I know how to do this. 1 second. Do you have it maxed out on here? Okay. Is that better? I think I need to just actually look into the microphone when I'm talking. I can also adjust it to be actually on me. But I was talking pretty quietly because my voice is just kind of trashed at the moment. I hopefully will be recovered by Monday because this is like the longest cold. Oh, I should grab this clay. It's driving me crazy. I just want to like not have a cold. That would be lovely. Let's go this way. But if you look at my VOD from yesterday, I start off really strong and then like I could just hear my voice like losing my voice. It's like as the day goes on. I was certain I was gonna wake up and not have a voice this morning. Yeah, I think I just bumped it maybe when I was adjusting things and it wasn't pointed at me. It was pointed a little to the side. And that affects it quite a bit. How are you doing today, Sagi? Oh, well, I hope your work goes quick and is uneventful. Thank you for stopping by. You excited for the patch coming up? Having fun last night, got killed in PvP? Really? I went there yesterday. And I was like, I'm not bringing my gear. I'm gonna just go naked and check it out. And there was nobody there. Like, I don't. What server are you on? Maybe it's because I was going in the daytime, where like it was like the middle of the day, so people are just not on at that time. But like nobody was there. Collecting steel ore. Did you lose much? Were you just naked, or did you have like an actual set of gear? Are there many people who have built around the things? Because I thought that people were going to be like able to block off the ores, but it actually was really not that bad in there. I was expecting it to be way worse um, than what I saw when I was there. But I didn't see any people. I just saw a couple building things. Set of gear lost and lost your food. Dang. Did you build in the PvP zone, or are you just like farming there and then someone just saw ya and gotcha? Set of picks at least save. Nice. Yeah, I'd be too scared on this character. I'd be too scared to go with like actual gear. Our other, like my other character in our clan, we had a bunch of gear. Maybe not like, I wouldn't take the best gear that we had, but we would have at least like a set that you could bring if you wanted to for the PvP. On Prometheus, there are a few buildings. Okay. Yeah, because I went there. So this is Celine, and I went there yesterday, and I did see like four, I think, different people's builds around the big mine, and then I went over to the mine to the east, and I didn't see any builds there. But I didn't see any players. I just saw some like their buildings. So I'm assuming they built it and then they just come on and hop out and gather their stuff and then like log back off or whatever. But I was on at like a weird time. That was at like 1 p.m. PST, so they probably weren't home from work yet if they were online. Right next to a quarter, you have a house. Nice. So it's like, it is kind of cool. Like, I hope that when they do make it so you can build in PvP areas next, like, this is a good little test for them to see kind of how people are going to play. but I feel like there wasn't that many people who wanted to attempt it right this second. But if they make that a thing that you can do in the future, I hope that they will um, make it so you can destroy them too. Like there should be a way to siege other people's stuff, and then you could like take over their stuff if they aren't protecting it. But I'm not sure how they're going to implement that. Like it would be really cool though um, if they make it maybe. I would think that it would have to be. I was saying this yesterday, but I would think it would have to be something like Rust or uh oh god, what's it? V Rising, where they're like in your base, you have something like a heart in V Rising, Castle Heart, and in Rust, I don't remember what it's called, but it's whatever you have to like feed that a resource, and then it will protect your barriers. And then as soon as that resource is gone, and it just continuously uses that resource, but as soon as that resource is gone, then your castle is vulnerable to people sieging it. So for this game, I think it would be relatively easy to say, hey, that resource is wood. You have to have wood in your hearth or something, and a castle hearth or something, and then you could, like, if you do not have that after a certain time, you could only stack up to, I don't know, 7 days worth or something of wood in there, and then you have to like restock it. And then if you don't restock it, that would give you like a 24-hour buffer or something. I'm not sure. Like the timings would be whatever, but and then people can start sieging and like breaking your walls, or they just start deteriorating, and your boxes would deteriorate as well. Because right now, like for example, this person has never been here. This whole time I've been using their base, this has not changed. The whole time I've been here, and all their boxes are still private and everything. So like I think it would be a good way to clean up plots eventually. Like once there's nothing on the plot, like it all deteriorates, and the items in your storages would deteriorate too. That way it doesn't like just stay. If there's something in there, it just stays. And then once it's all deteriorated, your plot actually releases too. I feel like that's what it should do, because then it gets rid of all the items if you're not actually playing, and it gets rid of the plot, because that's the issue, is if there's too many plots down, you can't place a plot in, like the world is full or whatever. So I think after like maybe not a week, but you know what I mean, like you would have within a month, like even within like 2 weeks, I would think, if you haven't logged in and put more wood into your fire, your stuff is destined to be either destroyed or dissolved into the ether, or someone could like take it. So I think it would have to be like it sets it to public, and then after like a certain amount of time of being public, then it just actually starts destroying stuff and deleting it. And that would be a way to get rid of old plots without having to do their plot cleanups too. Because if you haven't touched it, then your stuff's not there. And I could see like maybe a 2 week, like 2 weeks, where like I don't know. I guess you'd have to like adjust the numbers, because some people you could go on vacation or something for a week, and then all of a sudden everything gone. That would suck. But like maybe 2 weeks, at least way less time than a month, because you don't want to have like nothing being built. And I don't know. I definitely think they have to do some kind of decay system. And in PvP zones, if they did something like that, if they implemented something like that, In the PvP zone, it should just be heightened. So instead of like 2 weeks, you'd have, you would need to make sure that your um, uh, hearth or whatever is filled, and you only get like a 24-hour period, or maybe a 48-hour period instead of a week long thing. A month is best. You go on vacation 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, like it has to be something where it's like uh a quick enough time where it feels like people's stuff is decaying, not just sitting there like for months like this. They haven't touched it. They've never logged in this whole time I've been here. Um but like if you actually have something happening, uh then you're not just coming back to nothing. But I feel like if there is a like if they implement a decay system, that could be like it could work twofold with the PvP zone too. And all they have to do is adjust the timing. If you're in a PvP zone, then it's like 10 times as quick or whatever. So it's like you have to keep your hearth prepared, and like you only get 24 hours, I think would be good in a PvP zone, because you want to be like it should be a lot harder to keep your, or like, you know, more preparation to keep your stuff safe in an unsafe zone. So however they would work on that, I don't know, but I don't think it would be bad to have a decay system, and it to be like really quick for PvP zone, or the ability to like siege it. Like I don't know how they would implement that, but that would be good too. Like, yes, you're prepared, like you're safe, but you could still be sieged or something. Like I don't know. In a PvP zone, you should be worried that people are going to try and take your stuff. Because you shouldn't be safe indefinitely in PvP. And I'm sure they're thinking about stuff like that. Is there a subscription, the amount of and possibility of waiting down? Yeah. Probably, because if you're paying, you have your plot. Have they said how they're working on that? Like how they're going to have it, or have they just vaguely said that it's going to be a subscription? I can't remember, to be honest. I think they haven't been too specific with details. Well, you could, like, it's not like you have to reinvent the wheel, Soggy. Like, you could literally just use the same kind of thing as in, like, Rust and, V Rising and stuff. Those are some pretty good games, and they've already handled that issue, you know? Like, you could, in Rust, you can be sieged whenever time, but you have to like spend a lot of resources to do that. So it's something like that in this game would be cool too. Like you can build trebuchets or something in the future. That would be cool so you can siege other people's bases. But you're mostly protected if you at least have, like, you're protected from things decaying by themselves if you have like fire in your hearth or something. I feel like that would be like going with the lore in the game, you know, versus like something that's just completely random. It should already have this in there. No locked doors. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like, because it's like you can't even protect your house right now. So like if you need like the doors to work, for one. They need to actually work properly to where like, yes, your guild can get in and out, but other people can't even get into your base unless the door's unlocked. And then you have to have an ability to lock it. So like in Rust, at first you start off with, you can't lock your doors, and then once you build a lock on it is when you could have like an actual locking door. So just little systems like that should be, I feel like they shouldn't be that hard to implement. There's other games out there that have them already. You can just look to them and figure out how they did that. But Good morning, Pete, by the way. I hope you're doing well. The idea is gonna be to play to plot per month, cost them a ton of players lost and they're never coming back. I'm so sad they didn't quash that rumor. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not letting me auto attack. It does suck. Like, it really sucks. And there would be a lot of people leaving real quick anyways, just because it's not a finished game right now. And people would play thinking that it was going to be a finished game. And once they kind of figured out that, oh, I can't even kill these mobs because, one, the mobs do a lot of damage. You have to like really figure out stuff on your own in this game. They don't tell you like anything. There's no tutorial or anything. It's not very user friendly for a like starting the game. So I could see why a lot of people would pick this game up and then they would not like it and just not play. But if you give it some time, then you kind of figured it out. Like, oh, I need to actually like level up a bunch of crafting and stuff. And then once you got all that done, then it starts to get a little easier. But like, if you're just starting and you don't know what you're doing, it's hard to unlock the benches. It's like there's no tutorial or anything. Feel that in PvE areas, your resources should go into the new redeeming queue as they are using this for wipe when you've been AFK for more than a month. Oh. That could work too, but I don't know. I feel like if you've been AFK for over a month, your stuff should just become free for anyone to take it if they notice that your plot is inactive and stuff. And then if that doesn't happen, then it just gets deleted. Like, they could put you in this state, but then you could just literally be like, have a big old build, take up a bunch of space, and then if you go AFK or whatever, you just come back and you do the same exact thing. Like, you should have a need, in my opinion. You should have to farm that stuff back up again. But, maybe that will make people not want to come back to the game if they have to farm up again. But this is still an early access. I don't know exactly how they would do it, but I feel like most people, if they quit, they usually won't come back. Unless something really big has happened. And then if something really big has happened, you probably have to farm stuff up anyways. So you would be excited to do that, but maybe I'm wrong in that assumption. I don't know. I like the idea of deleting the items because, like, well, giving the option of, like, if someone notices it nearby that the plot is there, they can take advantage of the fact that, oh, all these items, all these resources are available. Because it was actually really fun at the start of the game when you'd, like, run by a plot and notice that, oh man, these chests are public, and, like, they must have refunded the game or something, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of resources to go grab. That happened to us a few times where someone switched their plot to public, or they refunded the game or something, and all of a sudden we would have like a base worth of materials to go pillage. That's really fun to find that randomly out in the open, and when you're not like expecting it. So I think it would be fun to have something like that instead of it just going to your own many games. If your housing goes away, it puts your items in escrow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like that idea because then people could, I feel like technically you could game the system with that, but like, I don't know. I feel like most people, if they are not playing for that extended period of a time, they're probably not picking the game back up again. So it doesn't matter if their items go into their own inventory or if other people can take advantage of that. I just like the idea of other people being able to go grab your stuff um, before it's deleted or whatever. Hi, Potato. How's your day going? It's going pretty. Mine's going pretty good, and the grind is going okay. I realized yesterday that I made all that fine linen because I wanted to level my um whatever this is, uh tailoring, but I needed to be making linen, not fine linen, because everything that I'm crafting requires linen, not fine. So we're farming some linen right now and talking about thoughts on how they should hopefully do, or like how I hope they will do the decay system and a like how to remove plots and stuff in the PvP zone, and thoughts on that kind of stuff. I just like the thought of giving people the option in game to use someone else's resources. It's always so fun when you find a house or whatever that you could just take their stuff versus just walking past the same house that's been there since the launch of the game, that hasn't been touched, but they actually played a little longer than their plot wipe thing. Just chilling, been lurking, listening to. Oh, okay, good. I definitely think they should just go, like V-Rising style or Rust style on the decay system. Like, there's no need to like reinvent the wheel. They could just use another system that works well in other games and throw it in here. Looted many defunct houses. Yeah, it's like, it's so satisfying. Like, I just remember my nephew found a house. Like, we were all getting ready and everything, and he found like this huge plot that had turned public, so I guess they quit or something. And he's like spam calling me on Discord, oh my god, there's so much stuff over here. And like our clan like ran over and got like a pretty good push ahead just because of that person quitting. And it was really fun to like rush over there and like grab all the good stuff. And it was nice. And so like little experiences like that is always fun. I feel like there should have been another set of flax there. I must have come up on a weird angle on that hill. But maybe I'm just off. It's been a while since I... Flax. Okay. Good morning, newbie. I hope you're having a good Halloween. Personally, if I spent hundreds of hours gathering resources and then not able to play for an extended amount of time because of IRL and I lose everything, I'll straight up uninstall. So, I think that there should be... Maybe there should be a system in place where, like, you can say, hey, I understand that I'm not going to be online. Like, for the people who just log off and never log back in, like, their stuff should decay. But if you know for a fact, hey, I'm not going to be here for a month. I'm not going to be here for a month and a half, whatever. Maybe there should be a way that you could just put your stuff into the ether. If they have that storage thing that they're doing, maybe there should be a way to say, yeah, I understand that I'd have to rebuild everything, but I'm not going to be online. Can you hiatus my account or something? That way the people who intend to come back would have an option of being able to say, yes, I am aware that I am not going to be online, but the people who just don't care to log in, it'll just decay. Because most people probably intend on like coming back, and then they just get distracted in another game, and they don't care about the game anymore. But if you do care and you have spent, your hundreds of hours, and you know that you want to come back, there should be maybe something like that. What do you think about that, Dark Shadow? Who knows how the rest of the day will be? That's good that your day started good. Grab some more flags. Because then it's not like completely messing you up. If you intend to come back and you know you're gonna come back. Oh, there was another one. But I think the majority of the people, if they don't come back within a month, they probably aren't going to come back to the game. Unless it's like for a whole nother update or whatever. And by that point, like in early access, we don't even know. Like you might come back and they had like an actual wipe and because like of something that has changed so much that they're like, actually, you know what, we're gonna reset everything so you can like do it again kind of thing, so we can see the progression again. Because this patch, they're not wiping your skills and stuff, so that's nice. I like that. Have a good one, Soggy. I hope you have a good day, like a great day. And I'm excited that they're not wiping your Happy Halloween, Bossy. But at the same time, they are adjusting crafting and stuff. So I bet you the next patch, like they mentioned that they're gonna have another patch, like hopefully before the end of the year. So hello, do you think a system like Magic Fire put on your plot could protect it? It would need some resources to maintain it. Yeah, so Hyro, so I was thinking, like in like you would have a hearth and you would have to feed it wood or something. Like that would be pretty within the lore kind of thing. But like make it so there's like a material that you need to farm. Probably would be the easiest because it's plentiful, and that would be a easy, quick like fire pit or something that you have to have running. But kind of like V Rising, how they have their castle heart and you have to feed it blood. So it's something that's easily attainable, and you can stockpile it and put it into your castle. So we were actually just talking about that. And no decay if the fire's still alive. Yep, exactly. We were definitely just talking about that. That is exactly what I'm hoping that they will implement in the future. So like when you are not feeding that, then you will be decayed. I also think that it should be quicker to decay in the PvP zone when they put it so where you can craft stuff, or like put bases in the thing. Okay, let's see. That would work for that scenario, but I'm more thinking of scenarios out of your control, like a major car accident where you spent months in hospital, for instance. That's true, Dark. I don't think that you should be... I don't think that the devs should plan for something like that. The majority of people who will log off and not log back on, they don't care where their gear is. The very rare chance that somebody gets into an accident and they have this really cool fucking base and nobody can get a hold of them, like if they're in a clan or whatever, most people will be in a clan, and if something just randomly happened and all of a sudden someone's not responding on Discord or anything, like I bet you your clanmates will still feed your hearth, if that makes sense. Like I don't think they'd be like, oh well, I guess they just gave up on everything and anyways we'll just not not feed this. If you are 100% solo and that happens to you, that would really suck. Hopefully you would be able to like contact the devs or something and say, hey, this is kind of what happened. Can you put my stuff into the ether? But I think the majority of people who would be in oh god, what's the word for that? I'm just drawing a blank. Who that would happen to? Of like they would just log off and they would be getting their stuff decayed. Or it's not gonna matter to them because they're just done with the game. There's nothing in it that they would like anymore, and they don't really care if their stuff gets decayed. And sadly, if you get into that kind of accident, I hope your first thought wouldn't be about your game plot. Yeah, exactly. Like, you would have so much stuff you'd have to do, like, with physical therapy and stuff. You probably wouldn't be playing for a long time after that anyways. But there, like, maybe there could be an option. You know how we had, like, our game accounts for the beta where you were, like, logged in on the website? Maybe there would be an option to say, hey, let me like link my account and you can say go on hiatus or something. But if I do think that if they ever implemented something like that where you could say, yes, I am going on hiatus, please put my stuff into storage, there should be a minimum time before you can uncheck that box or whatever. Like, it would have to be at least a week for you to be like, okay, I'm back, you know? I don't think hi Kimki, miss you too. I hope New World's been treating you well. Because I don't think you should be able to be like, oh, I'm on hiatus, and then 2 days later be like, just kidding, I'm back, you know, and like give me all my stuff back kind of thing. Because that could be abused in that people would just, oh, I'm going on hiatus, and they want to just an easy way to move across the territories and everything. Because you right now, by the way, if you're thinking about this, you can plan on, hey, I have my plots right now. You guys can all do this. I am going to, because they're going to be putting all of your stuff into a ether storage that's on any wherever you click, you know, you can make very, very easily, you can make outposts all over the place. Say you want to level here, you want to put your outpost right here, whatever, cool. You'd only grab the couple things to put an outpost there. Then you run over to not Innisgalia, you run over to Ancien, you run over to any other place, you drop another plot down, you put your stuff there. You do not have to travel. Well, you would have to travel, but like the one time afterwards. But you could easily have plots all over the place with 4 plots. You could have a plot in every single town if you wanted. Sorry, every single map if you wanted with this patch, and you don't even have, like, if you just stockpile a ton of materials right now, you could put a plot wherever you want. You could put it right next to the, well, not really right next to the thing, but like near a dungeon. Where is it? Right here. Near a dungeon, in a zone that you want to farm, and then not have to worry about it. You don't have to bring, like, you could just grab out the gear you need, and it's a very easy way to transfer all your materials. Like, that's what people are doing right now in the PvP zone. They're literally just stockpiling a ton of steel ore, and then once the patch hits, it's just there. They can just bring it and put it wherever they want to have their actual base. They don't need to be refining it right now. You could be refining it, that probably easy, but you don't have to chop trees in the PvP zone. You literally just have boxes and boxes of steel ore sitting there waiting for the patch, and then you just pull out, 20 at a time, whatever. Once the patch hits and you have your base set up and you have all your furnaces lined up and you have a bunch of you have a bunch of wood just waiting to be turned into charcoal and or already into charcoal, like, this is a very, very good time to prepare for all of that. Obviously I'm not doing that because I Like, as a solo, I don't need to go all out and crazy like that, I feel like. But you can really min-max this ability to have stuff anywhere at any time. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, okay. I got so turned around right there. Okay, let me read some chat. Okay. Yeah, that the plot decay starts like 2 weeks after no fire in it, so it'll cover some live incident. Yeah, so like there should be like a buffer of that, but I don't think that that buffer should be in place for if you're in the PvP zone, because once your plot or like once the fire is out in the PvP zone, it should just immediately start decaying, because that's different than if it's a normal like Hearthstone area. But they're not going to have, they shouldn't have it enabled where you could build in Lioness, Lioness, however you say it, after the patch. But when they do implement in PvP zones where you can build, as soon as your like Hearth would go out, it should be immediately available to decay, and you should be able to attack it or something. New World is good. You started streaming. Awesome. Gonna log into Pax for the update and mess with my house. Nice. Make sure that you have some stuff. I did make an announcement on the Discord, Kimkey, about you can pillage whatever you want from the base area. If you want to like take some materials and stuff, you can unbuild some of the houses and stuff if you want to. If you want like the clay tiles and stuff, Mep was just gonna let it all go to the ether, so it doesn't really matter. You can definitely pillage, because so basically everything on your own plot will go into your own thing. All of those base, like our base is currently built on like Flam and Kova's plots mostly. They're mostly in the middle there. Excuse me. So it's going to be on their like in their ether storage, and I don't think they're going to come back to play. So feel free to take whatever you want from the base, and don't like feel bad if you're deconstructing the buildings and stuff. Mep is totally fine with it. He didn't want to do it because that's just a bunch of hours when we could just farm stuff back up. But if you would like to, you totally can take whatever you want from the base. Okay. This way. But yeah, I did put an announcement for that so people could do that if they wanted to. I don't know if anyone will, but just in case, I wanted to give everyone the option of grabbing some of those mats before they're gone, because I definitely don't think a lot of the people who have our main base areas plots are going to be logging back in anytime soon. So feel free to grab whatever. I'll let Athreus know as well. He's in the middle of moving, but should be able to get on. Yeah. Yeah, because there is a lot of materials there, like in the buildings themselves, as well as just stuff in the chests and stuff. So, but I'm not too worried about it. Like the people we're gonna be with after the patch will have max crafting, like completely maxed out crafting on everything. So if we ever need to build anything, then we already have like a max crafter who can just catch up and just immediately redo it, so it should be fine. Are you dressing up today, Kimki, for Halloween? I was planning on dressing up, but I couldn't find my fake blood. Don't show your face on the stream, and Mags was sad. Aww. I couldn't find my fake blood, but I just found it, so I like drenched this thing in fake blood. And now I'm just waiting for it to dry. Otherwise, I would have been dressed up. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to get the fake blood all over my chair and everything. I kind of got it all over my bathroom, so um, that'll be fun to wash off. You're gonna be a short Darth Vader to hand out candy? Awesome. That's cool. My husband doesn't have a costume this year, so he's gonna be the one who stays and shoot, I feel like I need to go the other way. Who stays and passes out candy, and then I'm gonna be walking around with the girls. Um, Victoria is a wolf. She has a really cool wolf costume, and Ellie is a witch. So they picked out their costumes. They were very excited to decide on what they wanted, and we ordered them online, so we didn't go into the store because last year they were like dead set on what they wanted, and then we went in to the store and they picked completely different costumes from what they had originally said they wanted, and I don't think they were 100% happy with them when they actually thought about it later. So I just wanted to like make sure that they got what they actually wanted. And then we were like looked online and stuff. Yeah, exactly. They were so excited. They're like, "Oh, this looks cool, and this looks cool, and this looks cool." So they just couldn't pick. Like it was funny because what they said they wanted was nowhere near what they got. I don't even remember what they wanted to be last time now, but like I was just like, like you guys didn't even pick like what you said, but it's okay. They had fun either way, but I'm gonna be a vault dweller. I have like my costume all ready to go, and except it's just drying, and then I actually I'll take some pictures, but so I like to use my arm now in my costumes of like things. When I was a kid, I hated I wanted to just be like everyone else with my arm and like fit in, and so now I try and like make a costume that stands out because of my arm. So I'm actually I couldn't find a good oxalotl, but I found this cute ass thing that I just drenched in blood. So let me show you. Give me a second to finish farming this flax, and I'll show you guys a little sneak peek because it's not done yet, obviously. I have a fan on in here, and that's why I'm just waiting for it to dry. But give me 1 second, actually, because I need to fix this scene because I don't have a microphone on it. So 1 second. Need to like copy this real quick. Copy. Paste. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Does that work? You guys hear me? Yes, no, maybe? Yes? Okay, cool. Okay, so look at this. Since I'm not gonna have my headset on, but I guess that doesn't matter, but so it looks weird because I have Velcro on the mouth part, but like this is this huge oxalotl. I'll explain my costume in just a second. Okay, so that is a huge oxalotl. You know, in Fallout where they have gulpers and stuff. I was trying to find something that looked like that. Obviously, it's more like an oxalotl in the show. So I just got a big, like, it's 4 feet, but I don't think it's actually a 4-foot thing. And that's going to attach to my arm. That's why it looks weird because it has Velcro on it. But it attaches to where my arm is. Like my arm is getting eaten by this axolotl, and here's the costume. So there's blood all over the right side because that's my arm side. These are little Velcro patches because this actually comes with like leather, like these leather attachments and thing, but they just kept like falling off. So I Velcroed it. I have a Pip Boy that we 3D printed. My friend 3D printed this for me. It was black. I chrome painted the thing. Looks pretty cool, just saying. Eventually I'll put a little Raspberry Pi in here to actually do the screen, but for this one I don't really care. But I put some foam in it, and working on that. It's Velcroed, so it'll stay on. It will be really cool. I think I did a pretty good job on this costume, but it should be really fun. As soon as it's all dried and stuff, I will be happy with it, and I'll be taking some pictures. So you should show your face on stream, Kimki. You don't have to, but it does actually help with engagement, because people want to see the streamer they're interacting with. I had a couple where I fucked up my other camera. This is back to my little Logitech, my camera that I've had forever, and it's working great. But like I did stream like one day without camera, and you could actually tell the difference. People just like talking to the people and like seeing the reaction of the streamer. So if you do ever show yourself on camera, and you don't have to either, a lot of people do like VTubers and stuff, so you don't have to show yourself on camera, but you could, and it wouldn't matter. People just want to interact with people, to be honest. Doesn't really matter what you look like. Clearly, if you guys are watching me, it's like not everyone can look as you know, cool as Archie on stream. Alright, let's throw some of this on the sheet. Okay, I have a lot more cloth than I thought. I think I might go and do one more run just so I have like just fuck ton of linen. You're too scared to? I don't know, it's actually easier. I feel like it's easier having my camera on talking to chat. The only thing I don't like is I used to have my second monitor right above my other, like this is a gaming monitor, and then I had like the second monitor, and the chat was right here, so it was really easy to look at chat as I'm I just put my camera right below like where my thing was, but I moved my microphone there, and so now my monitor is like over here. I don't know if I like it. I feel like I need to just buy a small little square monitor to have it like in the back still, but like I've got these fucking huge monitor, like widescreen monitors, and it's not as good as I need it. Like, I don't know, it's nice to, I don't mind being on camera, I guess, but I don't know, man. I guess it's hard. I'm pretty shy too, but I think it's easier to be on camera because they could see you talking to them, and it just feels better to like interact. Personally, I think it feels better than just being just the game. And you'll get a lot more engagement too, because people want to see your reaction when they talk to you too. So I think it would be good for you. Good evening, Jamie. Do you guys? No, never mind. Let's say it's kind of an American thing. You don't celebrate Halloween over there, right? Or do you? Do you guys celebrate Halloween? Hell yeah, you do? Awesome. Are you dressing up, Jamie? Do you and the family, you guys doing anything for it? You gonna just... I don't remember if you have kids. As I said, do you take your kids out trick-or-treating, or are you passing out candy? Interesting, newbie. Disgust from Inside Out 2? Awesome. I haven't seen that one yet. I need to watch it. And I was trying to get my oldest to watch it because she wanted to watch it with my husband. They were doing like a movie night. It was her and her sister and my husband, and they were doing a movie night, and then they started watching it, and my oldest just went off and started watching something else. But she's 9 now. Like, that's like the perfect time to be watching those kind of movies. And my husband's like, she really needs to watch this. It's good. It has like stuff about puberty and stuff. And I was like, oh. You'll be handing out the candy? Nice. Sophie's 8? Okay, yeah. So like perfect. That's so cool. That's such a good costume. My kids are going, my youngest is 7 and my oldest is 9. And so the younger one is going as a witch. She looks super cute. And then the oldest is going as a wolf. Like, she was so happy. She has like the coolest costume. Thank you, newbie. And I agree. Kimki is amazing. So she like, don't feel like forced into showing your face either though, Kimki. But I'm just saying, like, it feels way easier to me to be on camera talking to people than just being off camera. Although, you know, you can't pick your nose, so it's kind of has its downsides, you know. She was really sad last night because she didn't win the prize at the school disco last night. Dang. They clearly didn't pick the right person. Was it like a costume contest? Oh shit, I looked at this earlier. I don't know why I didn't, Romulus! Yeah, I mean, you know, just makes you self-conscious whenever you're like, oh, I'm just, Yes, ma'am. Kylo Ren won. Well, was it a good Kylo Ren costume? Because I could see that being cool, too. Big booger hanging out? Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh, man, oops. Okay. Oh, I need charcoal. Oh, wait. It's down here now. Man, it just shows you how often I use my pottery kiln. Okay. Oh, that's stupid then, Jamie. So what you guys gotta do, you gotta play the long game, okay? You or your wife have to get into the PTA, hold a, you know, like, play it low for a little while, but be, like, really active, and then you fucking take over the PTA, and you become the president, and you get your kids to do that, you know? But, like, slowly over time, so nobody notices and nobody, like, thinks about it. But then all of a sudden, you know, you're the cool people on the PTA. Spending $1,000 to getting Hollywood well, you don't have to spend $1,000 for that, but like, depending on maybe for you. So that was the thing, like, the kids will outgrow it immediately. You don't want to spend too much money until they're in like high school, because then they will actually like have the same costume. Alright. But for now, like, they're like outgrown their costume in like a few months, you know? On the pack front, we got our last named in the Inniskilling. Nice! That's exciting. Shoot. They're dropping stuff over here. One year. So when we were in Italy, my favorite year that we did, you're just mining steel and sticking it in boxes. Nice. That's what I was just saying. Or did you have a do you have a plot in the PvP zone and you're just stockpiling it right there in the PvP zone? Because if not, that's what I would be doing. And then just leave it, because you could just free teleport wherever you end up landing after the patch. Yep, exactly. Happy Halloween, Drax! I am doing great today. I'm really excited about tonight. I can't wait to go take my kids trick-or-treating. They're really excited. They get to do a... It's so silly. You can't bring candy to school anymore. And so, like, I have to check their bags tomorrow to make sure that they aren't bringing their candy with them. Underpants and a second account. Nice. Yep. That's cool, Jamie. You guys will be really prepped for the patch. There's a kid here in Canada whose dad worked for the company to make a 3D replica hockey card costume. The player on it even posted it on his Twitter. That's cool. You know, some people have really cool costumes. In Scotland for trick-or-treat, you have to do something to get your treat. Really? That's cool. They kind of just, you just walk up and say, trick-or-treat here. Like, say a joke or do a magic trick. That's awesome, Jamie. I wish we, had that here. I think that would be cool. I would be terrified to do something for my treat, but, like, it would be cool. I'm glad that they celebrated over there. When we were in Italy, they had, like, a trunk or treat on base, and so we just went through that. But they were like, oh, that's not a thing. Like, Halloween's not a thing here. That's an American holiday. That's why I assumed, like, you guys didn't celebrate it there. But I'm so happy that you do celebrate it there. I feel like it's not an American holiday. Like, it should be everything. Halloween is just fun. Like, and spooky and whatever. But they were, like, adamant that, no, that's not a thing here. And I was like, that's sad. The UK is basically everything American now. I mean, how could you not be? Everyone's been talking to each other. Like, we got, you know, you guys got phones, right? Everyone's been talking. They see all the fun stuff, and they're like, hey, we could do that too. That's easy. Like, I bet the kids were like, hey, I want candy too. You even do Thanksgiving? Really? Okay, that's surprising. But, I mean, honestly, it's just a holiday. I say that as, like, I'm not religious at all, like, and I celebrate all the holidays. Like, technically, they're all some sort of someone's religious holiday or whatever, usually, you know? And, like, that has never stopped me or, like, my family growing up or anything. We were never religious either, and we would just celebrate everything. Like, Christmas, I don't see that as, like, a religious holiday to me. I know it is technically a holiday for Christians, but, like, I celebrate all those. I just have fun celebrating everything because I don't really care what the lore is behind it. I just want to have fun and enjoy. You know, who doesn't like eating food? Or okay, the wife's from Seattle. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But even if she wasn't, do they celebrate? You guys are in Scotland, right? So, like, do they celebrate it away from you? Like, is it hard to get a turkey? like turkey, or do you get a chicken and just say it's turkey? You don't celebrate shit, not even your birthday. I don't really celebrate my birthday, but like I guess on like when I hit 30, we kind of were like, yay! Like the kids like my birthday and my husband's birthday because they get cake. So like I don't even pick out my cake anymore. It's whatever my kids want. So, but usually it's just like a chocolate cake because that's what they end up wanting. But we don't like do gifts or anything because we kind of just buy what we want throughout the year. If we want something, we'll just get it. But like do other places like, or sorry, do they celebrate it even if they're not like half American over there? I don't know how to say that right. When I was in Italy, the butcher shop outside of the base in Italy actually got turkeys in because it was an American holiday for Thanksgiving and you could order a turkey. That was literally, we had one, we named him Giuseppe, and that was literally the best fucking turkey I've ever had. Like, I've never had a fresh turkey before. Like, they literally butchered it like the day before or like that morning on Thanksgiving because we picked it up that day. That was the biggest fucking turkey I have ever had. It was probably like 40 pounds. And we like deep fried it. Oh, it was so good. But we came like last year, we Costco cake, $15. Nice. I should say not last year, but when we came to the States, I was like, babe, we got spoiled. So like we went to we were in Italy for 3 years because my husband got stationed there. So the first year we bought a frozen turkey. The second and the third year we found out about the butcher, and so we just got like an actual fresh turkey. And then we got spoiled, because you can't go back to a frozen turkey after having such a good like quality. And the fucking food in Italy was so much better than the food in the States, in my opinion. Like even just like their grocery stores and whatnot. So like the turkey was literally like the best tasting turkey I've ever had. And it wasn't even that expensive. So it was like we just got spoiled, to be honest, because we came back to the States and I was like, all right, babe, you got to find a butcher. He was so good though. We didn't waste him, Jamie. He was like the best turkey. And when we came back to the States, I was like, babe, we got to find a butcher. Like there's no way we're going back to frozen turkey. So we found one in our town and they had like good reviews and they're like, this is amazing, And so we ordered a turkey from them and it was like fucking like $100 for this turkey. That wasn't as big as Giuseppe, so, already let down. Secondly, when I got it, it was fucking frozen. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know if it's just the differences in, American like preservation or whatever. I don't know if they have to freeze it or what, but like I was pissed because I wasn't expecting it to be frozen. I wanted it to be a fresh fucking turkey. So we were like super disappointed, and we could have just gotten a turkey from Costco or a turkey from fucking like the base commissary or something for way less of a price. The commissary actually does really good deals and stuff for like the military, and it would still be frozen. So like we paid like butcher prices for a frozen fucking bird. I was pissed. Yeah, and so then like the next 3 years that we were there, we just got frozen turkeys. But it was just so disappointing after getting spoiled in Italy. It's really easy to get spoiled by food in Italy because the food there is delicious. Doesn't matter what you're eating. It's just so much better. But I found like it was kind of crazy because I hadn't never been out of the States before. Um and so you're used to like your eggs, you're used to your uh I guess this is actually you're used to like your chicken and stuff, which the chicken in the States is not good, by the way, like compared to um like European, just random out in whatever grocery store you go to in in Italy. It was like crazy. Because their eggs just tasted so much better. You don't have to refrigerate them. Do you have you don't have refrigerated eggs either, right, Jamie? It's just fucking on the shelf. They don't like bleach the egg and stuff to make it so it needs to be in the fridge. It was so just like so much easier to cook them when they're shelf stable, and I don't know. That's probably like I don't know. It was just such a shock to be like it at first it took a while to get used to actual good meat too, because they actually take care of their the animal. Like we just antibiotics whatever everything in the US, and we have like, oh, it's good meat, but it's not. Like you lived in Venice for 8 months while they were building my last ship, and the butchers there were good. Even this, yeah, it was so good. It was so nice. Like, man, I just miss it. Like, and of course, I'm a big salami lover, so like, it was so nice in Italy. You don't refrigerate eggs? Yeah, exactly. And it was so weird to be like, I don't trust it after coming from like, you know, America forever. And but they're so much better. They're so much easier to cook. It takes like no time at all. Um, and that was like an adjustment because I was like, oh shit, like it's already done. Like, but they just taste better. Everything tasted better in Italy. It was kind of a surprise. And then when we came back to the States, like we went to like obviously my husband's in the military, so we don't get to choose where we go. But we basically went to like the blandest part of Nevada, and we were like, wow. Like I don't know if our taste buds are just we just got really spoiled, or like this place just sucks, and they're like, no, this place just sucks. We're just like, fuck. So we ended up eating at home a lot more, but it's so funny to like it really just like broadened my horizons on like good food, and then you really understand that you what you like take for granted, I guess. I don't know. I was always a very plain eater. And I branched way out overseas, and so like coming back, it's like bleh. But in San Diego here, I'm in San Diego now. The food's fucking amazing here too, so it was really nice. But uh before we got here, it's been really lovely here, but before we got here we were like, ugh, the States. Like we just got spoiled. Because I could probably sit up in my chair. Come over this way. Man, now I'm talking about a bunch of food. I'm hungry. I wonder what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. What are you guys having for dinner? It's almost dinner time for you, right, Jamie? What are you having for dinner tonight? And what is everyone else having for dinner tonight? Chick-fil-A is coming to the UK. United States food is usually fine if you add enough sugar to it. Yeah, but like then you wonder why like we're fat. Like like we're like, yeah, just have to put sugar. I say this as we just made teriyaki chicken last night over rice. So it's like, oh, it's chicken and rice, but it's actually like the most unhealthy thing you can eat because this is such a delicious teriyaki chicken. That's actually what I'm gonna have for lunch is some leftover of that. Mince and potatoes. Is that like ground beef or what? What is mince? if you can explain it. You don't have to, but I'm just curious. I feel like it's like ground beef. Is that like what you put in shepherd's pie? Mince and potatoes, like mashed potatoes? With like ground beef? When it's a cold in Scotland weather? Yeah. Eating? Yes, it is? Perfect. Okay. That's what I need to figure out too. What's for dinner? That sounds really good. I was watching this show where they had shepherd's pie or something in it, and I was like, oh, I want that. Looks so good. It's not actually Jeopardy sauce. That makes sense. I like it. I'm a very big fan of teriyaki. I actually have, there's this sauce, like bachan's, Japanese barbecue sauce, and it's basically like a teriyaki sauce that you can just put on everything. I literally put it on everything. I put it in my ramen. I put it, like, literally on everything I fucking eat. It's delicious. Dude, me too. And we'll get like the different like kinds, like the miso and the spicy one and like all that shit. It doesn't matter. It's all fucking delicious. I put it on everything, literally everything. We get like the big old bottle of it, and it's just delicious. Ooh, there's grapes over there. We'll go grab them. Might go to Costco and pick up a yakitori and noodles. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna have. I also mentioned the shepherd's pie because they had that at Costco a couple weeks back, and we picked it up, and we had like a lot of stuff from Costco, and as we were putting the stuff away, we accidentally left it under like on our fucking stove, and we ruined it. Like we couldn't eat it, and so I was all excited to like break into that bad boy, and we were gonna have that for dinner, and we realized that we left it out and we had to fucking throw it away. But I want some fucking shepherd's pie. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll have my husband go to Costco today and get some fucking shepherd's pie. You don't like shepherd's pie? I love shepherd's pie. It's been a really long time since I had some, but it's just like 3 things that I like. Oh, not the one from Costco? Okay, so maybe we won't do that then. Maybe we'll just make our own. We've been trying to eat in a lot more because every time we go out, it's like $100 at least, and we realized we were spending way too much money going out to eat here. Well, you say that, Kim Key. You're an amazing, like, chef. So, like, I can't cook anything. I'll just have my husband do it. But, like, I'm awful. Omit the nasty peas? Okay. Do you just not like peas? Or do you, do they use, like, a type of pea that you don't like? Because some peas taste better than others. Oh, you're not a fan of peas? Okay. I love peas. Like, I remember, so whenever we would have, like, Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner or whatever, when we'd have, like, mashed potatoes and peas and stuff, I'd always just, like, squish the mashed potatoes down, use my fork to, like, make lines in it, and then I'd, like, stick the peas in the lines like I was planting the peas, and then I'd just eat it all. Do that. It's all dry. Nice. That's exciting. I'm excited about this costume. My hand is all red. You can't see it very well, but well, I guess you can, kind of. Fake blood got all over my hand. The Costco shepherd's pie tastes like it was all pre-frozen and no flavor, just bland. Okay. I'll tell them that we don't want it. I'm glad that we didn't get disappointed by it then, because I'm still like, that's one of those things that I was like, man, I do really want shepherd's pie. But it was like a nice serving size. It's like a huge fucking thing. It's like their pies. Like you grab that like pumpkin pie or I think they do an apple pie, and they're huge, like pie for days. Okay. Quinoa, right? Is that how you say that? Tacos, yakitori. Okay. I think we've had the yakitori before. Man, did I grab this? I'm gonna make you laugh here, but like every time I see that word, quinoa, like I did not know how that was pronounced for the longest time, because when I look at it, I'm like, quinoa. That's how I would say it in my head if I'm reading it, but that's not how it's pronounced. So I was like waiting, and then people were like, "Oh yeah, whatever. I put that in my burrito or something," and I'm like, "What is that? Like, what are you talking about?" But then it made sense once I figured out that that's actually that word. Greek. And then gyro, that's another one that everyone has an opinion on. I don't know if anyone's Greek here, but how do you pronounce that? I don't know. We definitely had those though at Costco. The mac and cheese I'm not a big fan of. Like, it's not bad, but like the girls didn't like it, and so like I don't know. We used to make I actually haven't been to an Applebee's in like 10 years now. Not since like before we went to Italy. But like they have like a well, they did. I don't know if they still have this, but it's like a honey chicken with like mac and cheese underneath it. And so we used to like make that like an imitation of that, and it was so fucking good. So like any mac and cheese that's not that mac and cheese with like using real good cheeses is not as good to me anymore. Just order one of their pizzas, $12. Yeah, true. We've done that a few times too. It's so cheap, like. That's the other thing. Like, Italy got us spoiled on pizza too, because you could get a meter-long pizza, like a rectangle, 3 foot by 1 foot, whatever, like huge party pizza for $11. A personal, like normal large size pizza was like $3. And you come back to the States and you're like, anyways, here's a normal pizza, it's $60 or whatever, like you get 2 pizzas and your 4 drinks and it's like $60. It's crazy. Greasy as fuck, yeah. It's delicious though, I'll enjoy my greasy pizza. Usually though, when I'm at Costco, I get the hot dog and the drink, and then the girls get pizza, and then I just take a bite of theirs. You can't go wrong with $1.50 for a hot dog and a drink. I'm glad they never changed the price on that. We went to SeaWorld. Guess how much $1 and a soda was? Or sorry, $1. A hot dog and a soda was at SeaWorld. It's like $14 for a fucking one hot dog. Little hot dog, not even like the big hot dogs like Costco. They're like fucking like Oscar Mayer hot dog, and a normal soda, and it was like $15. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Everything was like that expensive. They had like little mini personal pizzas. I don't even know how much those were. They were probably like $15 each too. Like for a little like mini pizza, and it wasn't even like, so we got 2 of those because the girls each wanted one, and they weren't even cooked all the way. It was disgusting. Like, we should have got our money back, to be honest, but like the I was actually really disappointed with SeaWorld. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but like, ugh, $15 and she got 12 fries? What the fuck, newbie? Like, yeah, well, it shouldn't have been. Like, they were preparing for like Halloween trick-or-treating or something that night. We didn't realize. And so like literally half the fucking, or like 2/3 of everything was closed. Like, luckily we got in for free because as a military you have like up to 3 dependents, and you can get in for free one time a year, and we had never been there. And so we got in for free. My mom paid for a ticket though, and it was like so disappointing because everything was closed. Like, everything was closed. The girls wanted to see, Ellie really wanted to see the mermaid show. That hadn't even been like, it showed it that it was there in the online and everything. But when we got there, they're like, oh no, the amphitheater's closed. We haven't done that one in a few weeks, so, you know, we're like, okay. Like, every single thing was closed. They got to see sharks. We got to see like the whale show, but it wasn't like a fun show. My mom had been there like 35 years before, when my oldest brother was like 4, and it had like just opened. Man, did I go the wrong way? I feel like I'm clearing this too fast, or someone else is out here clearing it too. Maybe I'll just head home. But so much stuff was closed. I felt really bad because we're sitting there and we're spending a bunch of money. We waited in line for the stupid water ride for like 3 hours. It was like 2.5 to 3 hours for the one water ride. And I got fucking soaked. Like, the girls also did, but like, I got completely drenched on that ride right before we left. I was like fucking freezing. But like, I don't know, it was just not, it was not cool. Like, I'm glad that the girls had fun, but like, I would not go back there because everything was closed. And they're like, oh, you know, we're just preparing for the stuff tonight, because they had like an evening thing. But I'm like, man, if all your fucking attractions are closed, why are you even open today? Like, you should have just closed today and just opened later in the day. And but they're like so greedy that, you know, they need everyone to buy their fucking $100 tickets and whatnot and come visit when nothing was open. It was so stupid. But the girls still had fun, so that's all that mattered. But like, we were like very unimpressed. My mom and I are just drinking the whole time though, so we were spending more money anyways. But like, it was fun. We were getting like margaritas and stuff all day. That was great. But like, okay, so in contrast to that, we went to Knott's Scary Farm, which I've never been to Knott's Berry Farm, but this was just Knott's Berry Farm at night with people like running around trying to scare you and stuff. That was really fucking fun. I think that is well worth the price of the ticket. It was like really cool. You can your kids would love it too, because she's older, so like she would have more fun and stuff, and she could go on all the rides and stuff. We kind of stuck to the back side of the park, because the front side of the park, there's like 2 entrances. There's a front entrance and a back entrance, and we actually went in through the back entrance, which was great because the front entrance was like super packed. I'm not a big fan of crowds and stuff, and like, I guess you can't really get away from that if you're going to an amusement park in San Diego or Anaheim or wherever the fuck it was. I don't remember. I think it was Anaheim. But Los Angeles, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, go to it. It's so fun. It's worth I thought it was really fun. Well, I don't know about the daytime one. It should be fun though, because you can do all the rides and stuff. But the Not Scary Farm was awesome. It was really cool. They have like a lot of like dance numbers there, where like the cast like dances and stuff. There was a couple different things. It was just really cool like because they're like spooky dances and whatnot. I thought it was really fun. So maybe next time, if you're ever there in is this October or whatever, it's only in October and only like on the weekend or on like Saturday night or something. So there's only like 4 shows of it or whatever. But I don't know how the actual Knott's Berry Farm is because I've never been there. But the Knott's Scary Farm was really fun, and I think if the kids are older, you'd get like more out of it because you could actually like do all the other rides and stuff. But like going on amusement rides in the middle, like in the dark, is really cool. Yeah, October. And like we stuck to the back side of the park, so there was like a little bumper cars and some like rides that the girls were okay with going on, and they had a fun time, and we just walked around a bit. But there is like there was like a spookier area that we didn't even like go into because the girls were younger. But so if they're like older, you know, that would have been even more fun. How many people can fit on a server? That's a good question, Scorpy, because I'm not sure. They're actually moving all of these. There's like 3 or 4 servers right now per region, and they're moving it all into 1 per region. So maybe like 2,000, 3,000. I'm not sure. Like I feel like there's not that much people playing right now. So it's not a big deal to have everyone on 1 server, but it should feel pretty full, hopefully, once the patch hits. Hi Mep, hope your day's going well. Happy Halloween. But I don't actually know the limits of the server, Scorpy. I don't think we ever had an issue filling them. Right at the launch of the game,
stay a while and listen.
Interesting. Up there. Thanks, same to you. Okay. Why is that not popping up on my... Wow. Okay, the bot is being slow. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's a good amount. Sorry, it's weird. It's putting it on the screen, but my actual all chat that I see is not picking up things. Okay. It's weird. It's like really lagging. I wonder what happened. The server can probably handle more than the people playing this game. Yeah. During the beta, they overloaded the servers, but they never got that many people after launch. That's true, yeah. So like there was a little brief period in time where the servers were like full, and they put like another server out to try and catch stragglers and stuff. But after like the initial, everyone is like kind of done playing if they're not gonna be playing seriously. I don't think we've ever encroached a actual full server. The only thing is like they have like caps on how many plots can be down in a region. So like even though there's only like there's a lot of people, there's not as many plots because you can only do like so many plots in an area. So they kind of have gone through, I think once, maybe twice, with a plot cleanup. So this patch will be wiping all the plots so that people will be able to like put stuff down everywhere again. All right, let's see. I need charcoal. And my kiln. But I don't think we'll have an issue of overloading right now, like Mep said. I don't think there's going to be an issue. But I'm actually, that's a good question. I don't know what the max sizes. I would guess, like, most games, it's like 2,000, 3,000, so it's probably around there. Since most of these games use, like, the same kind of servers. Where they're hosting and stuff. Let's water. How long do you think it would take to walk from one end of the map to the other? Okay, so walking from one end to the map, like if you were like all the way down here and you wanted to go all the way up here, that's probably 20 to 30 minutes. And then you'd go into the Wyvern Gate goes up to Mary. So you would end up in Mary, and then if you're going, do you mean like diagonally? Like, so this is Iniscalia. It is in the bottom right of the map. Karis is in the bottom left. Ancien is in the top left. And Mary is in the top right. So there's those 4 maps. If you're going from here all the way down in the bottom right corner of Iniscalia, all the way up to the top left corner of Ancien, that's probably a couple hours to run that, to be honest. Because it takes about 40 minutes to go from Lavadan, which is in Ancien, like right about here in Ancien, excuse me, over to the portal on the side, into Mary, up to the dungeons in Mary, excuse me, and that's about a 40-minute run because I have to use like 2 foods, and that's about a third of the way, I would think, going from 40, maybe like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, depending on if you die or if you have to run around a big mountain range. But they have they're going to be redoing the maps with this update. Like, they have realized that all of these mountain faces are very annoying, so they've scaled them down a bit. They've made it so you can actually traverse them better and get through the map better. That's part of the reason what they're updating the map. And hope the new map doesn't have so many annoying cliffs. Exactly, map. Like, they have said that they originally liked the idea of having them, but it has become very hard to traverse through. You've been really excited about this game for a long time, but you're waiting for the right time to buy. Yeah, I would wait a little longer if you're not like too in a hurry. Give them a little time. Give them some time to do a couple of their content patches and stuff. This is going to be their first content patch on the 5th. I would maybe pick it up if it's on sale with like a Steam sale or something, and then just chill on it. But you don't have to buy it right now. There's honestly not too much to do. Like, you can find things to do in the game, but there's not that much to do right now. They haven't implemented a lot of the stuff that they want to put into this game. I enjoy it. A lot of people are enjoying it, but it's not like a fully fleshed out game right now. So it's really not a bad idea to just wait if you don't want to spend your money quite right now on it. You can definitely just keep looking and wait for it to have something that you really are really excited about doing. Because right now, they're just about to do their first content update. They've already said they're like simultaneously working on their next content update, which they will be putting in at about the end of the year and or at the beginning of next year. So that's another like month or two until the next content update happens. Um, by that time, you should kind of realize if you are interested, we'll have a better grasp of the company itself. Um, um, and to see like what they're promising versus what they're delivering, if that makes sense, because a lot of games will be like talk a big game but then they don't actually ever implement anything. So it's not bad to just wait and see and make sure that they're actually implementing stuff that they are saying they're going to, in a timely manner, I guess. um but it is still early access now, so there's plenty of time to just wait and see that they're actually delivering on the stuff that you're interested in. Their crafting system is good. Their building system is fine, but that's about it. It's Minecraft. Yeah, it's basically like medieval Minecraft, except there's no god mode or anything. Once you level and build out a base, the game is kind of done. Yeah, there's nothing to like keep you here unless you want to grind the dungeons and get gear and stuff, the magic items and stuff. But that's mostly it right now. They're working on some fun stuff, but it's not implemented yet. So there's no point in rushing in if you don't want to. It's totally fine not to. Sorry, my congestion is picking up. I might have to BRB. Just one. Go blow my nose. Oops, blackberries. This game looks like a child's dream. It builds super realistic, huge valleys with realistic graphics. Yeah, it's like it is very pretty. I am also using like lower settings. My it is pretty intense on your graphics card. Like I have a 3060 Ti, and I think it's just the RAM in my graphics card is not ideal for this game. I feel like you need more than 8 gigs of RAM in your graphics card for you to be able to be like, hey, let me put it on high settings or whatever. But as it does struggle if I put up the settings a bit. But it is a very pretty game, but that's just Unreal Engine. There's a lot of games out there that are using Unreal Engine now, that shit, I have a bunch of grapes. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. I want to use wine. I want to do my wine making, or I don't want to blow my nose on camera. No, you don't want to hear me blow my nose on camera, Kim Key. That's so gross right now. Do I do cooking 24 to 31, or do I do winemaking? I guess I don't really need to do winemaking. I could just do cooking with that. Some grape syrup. We'll just do that. This cold needs to like let up because it's ridiculous right now. I'll just put this here now. Just a second. All this water. Okay, give me 1 second. I will backtrack and read all this chat. As soon as I start crafting all of this. Did I put that in there? Yeah. 4. So I will be crafting for a little bit. But they're working on improving a lot. Like this first content update will improve some stuff. They're going back through their crafting a bit, and it should be pretty good. Okay, so let's see. Kim is nominated for Best Breakout Streamer of the Year, but she has to survive long enough to get that Streamer of the Year. No, Mep, you're so funny. Thank you for nominating me for that, by the way. It's so funny. Even with the lowest graphics, the 3D models in this game are very beautiful. I agree, Scorpy. Like, it is very nice to look at. The roleplay part starts there. Yeah. Once you... What did he say? once you level, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So they are, oh, is it ads? Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. It's odd they give mods ads. It is weird. I feel like, I don't know, I guess that would be a way to game the system if they, got rid of them. I wonder if VIP still has ads. They just want to make you buy, what is that called? The premium or whatever, a VIP. What is that called? The one where it's like for every streamer. Yeah, you know, it's a small company. It really needs the money to keep afloat. You know, they definitely, you know, struggle to keep the lights on every month. Interesting. VIP got it. True newbie. Thank you by the way. Twitch super duper account status thing. Yeah, that's the one where it's like for each account. I literally, I don't know. I just pay for a sub because I guess if you watch a lot of streamers, it probably is worth doing that one where you get ad free for people. But like, I just pay for Archie and XLG. Those are the only people I subscribe to. I guess myself too, but that's kind of like a free one for me since I'm the streamer. Data costs weren't stupidly overinflated. They'd make plenty of money, but advertisers are pulling out of Twitch now because of all the political stuff on it. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you can't really. Politics is just dumb in general. Like, that's all I'll say on that. Like, it's silly. I can't wait for the election to be over. Because anytime, like with YouTube and everywhere, you just get like, uh, election ads and oh, say no on prop whatever, like, or say yes, and they always just word it all weird. I'm not a big fan of politics. I don't pay attention to it. I know I should, but like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't I'm not voting and I know that I'm part of the problem for not voting, but whatever. Like I don't care enough um to participate, I should say. I had a candidate that I really liked in the 2020 election and they got like just steamrolled and they were the only person who was making sense to me and that's the only time I ever was interested in politics and it's because they weren't a politician um, and I don't haven't followed anything since and they haven't done well they have done a bit since but like they aren't gonna go to that stage for a while and so it was kind of disappointing so damn newbie. For you, it might be worth getting that other thing then, though. That's like 5, 10, 15, 20, or I guess 6, because it's 5.99 now, right? Isn't it? Or 4.9? I don't even remember what the sub price is. Happy Halloween, Kappa. Quit streaming full time because of the politics. 4 years ago, here we go again. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I really hate how divided everything is, but like, there's not a easy fix to that and like I really don't care enough to be like that's not like it's my civic duty but it's not like I cannot care less um about politics when everyone's just trying to fill their pockets like the one person I feel like who was actually like bringing something new to the table um, and would have been really good for the country was not wanted by the people who were paying for everything else. So uh, nothing happened with that. And it's very disappointing to see stuff like that. $7.99. No, no, no. It shouldn't be $7.99, newbie. Do not pay on your phone. You just pay in the browser. Your subscriptions, the only one that went way up in price was literally like if you purchase a subscription with your phone. It should be normal price. I get like a bill. Let me see. Actually, I think it's $5.99 for if you pay with your browser. I'm pretty sure I just resubbed. Let me check my email. It's not the right email. Okay. It just did it. Where are you? No reply Twitch there. Yeah, oh, it is $5.99. Oh fuck, it's $5.99. So they did go up $1, but the $7.99 or whatever is or $6.99. No, it's $7.99, right? Is if you pay with your phone, which is stupid. Like I don't know why you would have different prices for things, but it's because it's like, oh well, Apple and Android take a cut. It's like I don't care if they take a cut. That's not my problem. That's your problem. But they made it our problem. They just made it cost more. Okay. Kappa, by the way, I've seen you occasionally on stream when you were streaming, you were making bass and linies and everything. How is your bass going? I saw you streaming. I checked it out because I was like, ooh, and I looked at Pax Day and you were like the only streamer at that time, so it was nice. People willing to vote for evil because they convince themselves it is a lesser evil. That's the problem. Exactly, Mep. There's no good option, um, and voting for the lesser bad option. I'm gonna say this wrong. Is not an option. Like that's not useful to us. Rock the Vote was huge in the 90s. Yeah. Um, when one can't accomplish good governance, they turn to hate and fear to manufacture consent for their rule. Yeah. Forget young one, I'm in Canada, it costs more. Oh! Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So then if you paid for a subscription with mobile, is it like $10 up there? What the fuck? Because for here, if you pay for a subscription for someone on Twitch with a mobile, it's $7.99. But if you pay on your browser, it's $5.99. This hate and fear of our neighbors. On the phone, it goes through the Play Store and they take a 30% cut, so it's insane. They're getting nailed on. Okay, so man, I got PvP War Stories. It's so fun. Okay, I went there and I thought I was gonna get destroyed, and I thought it was gonna be worse than it was. So I went like naked, and I didn't see anyone. Like on this server at least, there's a few buildings around, but I didn't actually run into anyone. So I was surprised. But then again, I'm not playing at like prime time. I'm like, this is like morning. People are at work, so I don't expect to run into people. You want to choose? Yeah, exactly, Mep. I want to choose between the better of two goods, too. It is impenetrable with traps. I played a good game of cat and mouse and won. Trapped a guy in your base, so he had to unstuck. Oh my god, that's so funny. Your kill count is 8. Nice. The conversion rate, so that makes sense. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I'm just sitting here reading chat because I have to like scroll. Canada money isn't real money anyways, so it doesn't matter. That's so funny. I was joking about euros versus dollars and stuff. I think it's the opposite with the dollar being less than a euro, but I don't remember. But because my husband was like, he's been looking at all these like mansions and castles and stuff, and he's like, oh, this one's only like 1.2 million, and oh, this one's 2.5, but look what you get. And we're like, you know, having fun, and they're all like over in France and stuff, and I'm like, oh, but you know, it's pretty cheap, you know, considering what you get. And like and like, and it, you know, and it's euros. That's not even real money. Like, so it's funny that you said that, because we were just joking about that last night with euros. Not that that's like a real thing, but you know, I'm just kidding. Europeans, I actually really like European money. I think it's really cool. I think it's silly that America has like such plain money compared to everywhere else. Like Australian money, European money, everywhere has just cool different bills for all their stuff, and ours is just like everything looks the same. They kind of went like a couple colors, but like nothing compared to what other places have. They look so much nicer. Is, you know, I did say I was gonna sort my storages. I'm not gonna do that. I just hate sorting storages. It would just take so long. Let's chop some trees. Let's see, you've lost like 3 sets of gear and 2 fireballs with PvP. Kappa, that's a lot. Like, have you gained stuff though? Like, if you lost a fireball, have you gained a fireball at all? Or do people not bring their magic in and then you lose your fireball and you're like, fuck. Dollars and euros are nearly the same, unlike that fake Canada money. Need to Fruity Pebbles our money. We do need to Fruity Pebbles our money. It would make it easier or like harder to counterfeit it and stuff. I like that in some places their money is waterproof, right? Is Canadian money waterproof? Guess you can't talk to him anymore. Now I've gotten some jack plate about it. I don't think people bring their magic to the PvP zone. I would not bring your magic out of your base in the PvP zone. Just because the majority of people are not going to bring it with them. Where's my bow at? So you're just asking to lose it. I know it's nice though, like if you could get the advantage. It's probably a really easy way to kill somebody. Shit, my axe is almost broken. Counter flies drops is easier fireball to make. It's not huge. That's true. If you have a, you got to spawn somewhere for that. I like that one. It's cheaper to make. It's just genuine leather too. Genuine leather? Genuine leather. It's genuine leather, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah. There's so much maple syrup needs upgrading. Instead of the fine leather or whatever. Not fine leather. I'm getting all these names wrong. What is that? Boiled leather. Instead of boiled leather. Generic, yeah, generic, not genuine. Genuine's IRL, you know, like, oh, it's genuine leather, guys. Which is not a good grade of leather, by the way. You don't want to use that. Yeah, generic and boiled. So, I would just, yeah. And plus the fucking, other things are easier to get too, because it's just the sigil things are easier than getting cracked lockets. Because it's the worn out, isn't it? Worn out sigils? Something like that? I feel like it, you're right, it is way cheaper to craft that if you have that boss nearby you. Tons of them from dungeons? Yeah. I guess that's not too bad. And then you could have the advantage for having your fireball if you're not wasting too much mats to actually get your fireball. Really? It should be 2. But in PvP, 1 fireball procs it. Who wears leather these days? Leather is so stone age. Only old people in the museum wear that stuff. It's true, Beb. True. PvP is different? Okay. Yeah, I didn't test anything in the PvP zone. Leather does make you sweaty, Kimki. That's funny. That's really funny, newbie. Like, you seem to have a lot of issues with where you're living, though. Like, maybe you should find a different place. Because, like, every time you're posting, you're like, anyways, here's this, like, random thing that's wrong with my apartment. Is there anywhere else you could, like, move to? Because, like, I feel like all you have is issues at that place. I don't know. When I was in high school, I had these leather, like, pants. And I thought they were so cool. But they were, like, the fucking warmest pants ever. I didn't look cool in them. I was some, like, nerdy-ass high school kid wearing leather. Thinking I was cool. As long as you have like the law on your side where they're like legally required to fix that stuff, then I guess it's not bad. I feel like if you rock the boat too much, newbie, they're just gonna try and find a way for you to have violated your lease or whatever. Like that's what they would do in the States. I don't know if they could do that in Canada. And they'd like find a way to kick you out because you're making them spend money on the place that they don't want to spend. They're just hellbent for leather. They can try and they will fail. Be the Karen resident no one is brave enough, yeah, to be. Makes sense. That's crazy, newbie. I am 100% not the type to rock the boat. Like, I would rather just like fix stuff myself. And um this place here, we don't have to fix stuff. Well, kind of. Like I don't know if you remember, but right before my mom visited, we accidentally hit, well, I will say the royal we, just to make my husband feel better, but it was my husband. He totally he totally hit the gas line in our house, and we had to like shut off the gas to this whole place. This is a fourplex, and um it got shut off for like the night and the morning and everything, and then they came out and like fixed it. But um they do make you repair that yourself, and or they would repair it, but then you would have to pay for that, and their repair rates are crazy. Like, it was like $400 to have the person come out and fix that, the hole in the galvanized pipe or whatever. It took the dude like 20 minutes, and he got $400. And I was like, damn, I need to switch careers or something. But so we're doing that repair ourselves, because we have a house over in Nevada, and we did a lot of drywall work and renovations and stuff in it ourselves. And so like they were like, oh, we can come out and repair the drywall, because there's a big old fucking hole out of the drywall now where they checked all the pipes and stuff. And we're like, no, we're good. We'll just go to Home Depot and like pay like, I don't know, 30-40 bucks for everything to repair this hole, when you charged 400 fucking dollars to have someone come out and like put a clamp on this thing. In the States in the 90s, we shifted. Oh shit. We shifted from a manufacturing-based economy to a financial service-based economy. Yeah. It's about the heater. They claim they fixed it, and that the guy who was there just says otherwise. Interesting. On 10 years, we had a massive financial collapse due to a massive fraud on mortgage-backed securities, and no one went to jail for that. That's true. Now we have rent-backed securities. Yeah. Hi, Mark. I hope you're having a great day today. It's Halloween. I'm excited. I have my costume behind me. It is technically dry. I could switch into it, but there's only like, I'm only on here for another like 20 minutes. But I'll definitely post pictures when it's all put together, so you guys can see the whole outfit together. I actually need my my kids to help me put it on and get everything on properly, because it's like a 2-person costume. It is Fallout, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll show you again real quick, because I showed earlier when it was still wet. Okay, one second. Let me switch this. So it is a Fallout thing. I adjusted it some. This is like blood on there. You can't see it very well because it is a dark costume, but like it is blood. And then so I like to incorporate my arm into my costumes now, and I couldn't find a scary thing, but I do have like this axolotl. It looks a little weird. I'll explain it in a second. This is an axolotl. He's gonna be a gulper. He's gonna be on my arm, and this is the one on Amazon. Yes, both of them are on Amazon. So that's still soaking wet, so I just got like fake blood on me. But he's gonna be attached to my arm, like he tore my, or like is eating my arm. But this is the costume from Amazon. That's also on Amazon, and it is that's the thing. But it's actually really nice. It was like 80 bucks or something, or 90 bucks. I don't know. It was worth it though, because I'm gonna wear it for more than 1 year. But it comes with like a bunch of, sorry, this is probably loud, like leather accessories and stuff, so it will look really good. I bought some boots, like army boot kind of looking boots to go with the costume. I would say Kappa, size up, because I don't know if I just have a very long torso, but like, man, I ordered a small and it was really small. So then I had to order a medium, even though I'm normally a small or an extra small in like clothes and stuff, but the torso is very short on this one. And like the arm length was really small and the leg part is small, but I have long legs. So you're going to need to like size way up and then probably like take it in or something if you do get one, because it's like it just I don't know, it fits weird around the crotch, and I don't even have anything down there, so like I assume if you're you know, a dude, it probably would be more uncomfortable in the crotch area. So definitely size up and then like take it in or something. I will be sending pictures once it's all done and stuff. They're China size. They always got large ones that were like smalls. Yeah. Halloween costumes are always bad fitting. I was hoping for it to be a little bit better. Like, so as far as like Fallout costumes go, they had like some bodysuit looking ones that were probably about half the price. But I know that I wanted to use this multiple years, and those were like the sexy ones because it's for like women costume. But like I figured I would spend a little more for something that would last longer, but it is kind of a cheap material. I was hoping that it would look a little bit better, but it's whatever. It was the best one available on Amazon, I think, and it does feel fine. It feels like it'll last. I'll let you know, I guess, if it just like the seam tears open or something. Yeah, exactly, Kappa. You gotta, you know, prepare for the fallout, you know. Yeah, I don't it's not even adult sizes for women, unfortunately, Mep. It's actually kind of gross. I honestly do not like Halloween costumes usually, for like, especially now that I'm looking for costumes for my kids. Like, they start to make them like cute and girly and oh, it's cute but it's sexy like real quick down in the age bracket for women, and I don't like that at all. Like, if my oldest is actually a wolf that we got on Amazon, and her costume is super cool, but like it's not a women's costume, you know. Yeah, let kids be kids, you know. And I'm glad that my kids picked out their own costume. I guess I could probably show you what I'm doing in game. But I really don't like how all costumes have to be sexy if they're like a women's costume. And then they're just so cheap. Like, you go to Spirit Halloween and you pay like a bunch of money for like fucking spandex. As a plague doctor, raised her right, nice. My husband was a plague doctor last year, and we had to buy like a separate mask and stuff. So that we had 2 plague doctor masks, and the girls love putting those on and like chasing each other and stuff. All our friends are trying to be raver girls. Ugh. Whatever happened to putting a sheet over a kid and make them a ghost? Meh. Oh my god. Yeah, it's tough. Like, and you have to try it, like, especially at that age, 14, you're just trying to fit in with your friends and stuff too. So like, if everyone else is going as something sexy, like you want to do, because you're in high school, you know, you want to be cool too. So, but it's like, it's gross. Like, it's really gross to make like costumes like that. And even just like, I don't know. Like, I was hoping that maybe if I like this costume, I might try and like make a better version of it. But like, I don't know. I think it's easier said than done. It would be nice to have like in the show, like they actually have a really nice one. So I was hoping to like find some kind of like replica one. But I don't know. Like, in the show, it looks like it's a comfortable outfit, you know? Or it could be a comfortable outfit. Not like riding up your crotch the whole fucking day. And like super thin and stuff. You can't even see who she is, full mask and robe. You know what's crazy? My kids' schools said no masks, no makeup, no accessories. So they can have their costume. Luckily, my kid's wolf head is like a head up here, and then her face is right here. So like she can like tip her head down and she has the wolf head. But like if it was a mask, she wouldn't have been able to wear it. And like, so I don't know if that's just a new thing or if it's just this school or what, but like they're very strict on what the kids could have on their costume in this school at least. And I was like 8K people, they don't care. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. We had like, I just remember it being so fun, and dressing up. And Bill Cipher, I think he's a weird. Okay, okay, wait. It's snowing for you? That's crazy. Your son is going as that triangle dude from Gravity Falls. My daughter wanted to be Bill Cipher before she picked a wolf, but they didn't have like a kid version of it that looked like it would be like doable. But that was her original thought, was what she wanted to go for as Halloween, was Bill Cipher. I'm like, I don't even know who that is. She's like, well, it's in this it's you know, Gravity Falls, Mom. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like, but if you want to do that, sure. And so then we looked it up and they didn't have a costume, and I'm like, okay, well, can you think of anything else? And we just started looking at costumes, and she saw a wolf and she was like, I want to be a wolf. I'm like, okay. Not even a werewolf, just a wolf. So she loves it. Is that her costume actually has like slippers for the feet. She's not wearing them right now because she has to like run at school and stuff. So like we had actual shoes, but tonight she'll be wearing her slippers, and she's super excited to be a wolf. That Fallout costume can't be too hard to make. Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's a very I think it shouldn't be too hard to make. You have a plasma rifle and a Pip-Boy? Nice. So I got a... we did like a 3D printed Pip-Boy. So, and I painted it with a chrome paint pen. And so it looks cool. It has a hole in it, so I'll put a what's that called? A Raspberry Pi in there to make the actual thing, but for now it doesn't have anything like that. No, my phone's too big for it. And I thought about that though, but it's a little too big for it, so I was like, whatever. Eventually I'll just have my husband set up a Raspberry Pi in there, and we'll just make sure it's like the right dimensions for the screen, and then it should look really cool and be able to be programmed as like an actual Pip-Boy thing. A small phone would work, yeah. Yeah, but like for now it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Like I was like, it's whatever. At least it looks cool. And I got the I got some like foam padding. It's Velcro, so it technically can come off and stuff, and then I could put it on my arm, and it fits comfortably, so it'll work for now. One moment, I have a phone call. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Man, I thought I was in trouble. My housing office was calling me, but they were just calling to check in. Costume that gives you a place to put your phone would be nice. Yeah, so this is just like a 3D printed model. So I think they just assume you would take the effort of actually like having a plan with the rest of it, but I just didn't have a plan yet. Well, I technically have a plan, I just was lazy and didn't oh wait. Dark Shadow, I don't know if you're still here, but I just saw your message. I must have missed it earlier, but you said you timed to run from the middle of Mary to the left bottom of Mary, and it took you 28 minutes. I think it's probably about, I don't know, I think it would be a couple hours. Actually, you might know this, Kappa. Do you know how long it would take to go from the bottom of one map to the top of another map? Like, do you think it'd be like, I was thinking it'd be probably a couple hours, like 2 to 3 hours to do that, in my opinion. But I'm not positive. I've never ran all the way from one corner of the earth to the other corner. But maybe someone else has tested it out. I think I put him... Where did I put those?
This is a great victory indeed.
Hey, Fried. Thank you for the resub. For the update for you. Yeah. So it's a wipe, but it's not a wipe though. So, but I am looking forward to the update, and I am pretty excited about it. I hope that it'll bring some people back, and it should be fun. Like I am pretty happy. I'm hoping that it will bring some new stuff to test out and stuff. And I'm excited to try out the new like solo areas that they're bringing in, because we've soloed everywhere else, but it would be nice to see if what they think is soloable is like a reasonably soloable thing, I guess. Clay. Yeah, I wonder if there's some clay done. An hour to an hour and a half a zone, or for one zone roughly? Okay, that's what I was thinking. So like 2.5 to 3 hours probably if you were going from one side all the way to the other. I predicted that they'd merge the servers too. This not gonna assign this early. Well, they just really don't have much players, so it's easier for them to just test on one server too. So I'm not worried about them being like merging into one server. I don't think we're gonna like cap out, to be honest, the amount of people playing, and especially like by wiping all these plots. While they do that, only the people who are playing and who are excited to come back are going to be dropping plots down again. So I don't think it will be too bad, hopefully. If you have stamina food and you don't fight stuff, you can make it across the world in a few hours. I've gone from Dolavon to Wit in an hour and a half. Okay. I also think, Pete, that it like depends on where you're going. Like if you plot out your thing and you don't end up accidentally fucking like, oh, there's a cliff face in front of me and now I have to run around, and if you don't die, I think it's like doable in about 2 hours or so. Yeah, hopefully no more junk camp plots. There'll be a few, but always, but so many this round. Yeah, and they've just been sitting there forever. So we were talking earlier. I really hope that they will implement I really, really hope that they'll implement some sort of decay system, like similar to Rust and can I never think of the name? V Rising, where you have to have like something. So for this game, I suggested like a hearth. You have to keep your hearth. You have to keep wood in your hearth, and if you don't have wood in your hearth, then your base is vulnerable to attacks and or well, like maybe not attacks, but like pillaging and then like a decay system. And but in the PvP zone, when they implement that, then yes, it would be like attacking and stuff. But I think that would be really cool. I don't know if they have any plans for that, but that would be a way to like. But once you hit that decay and your stuff turns public and your plot disappears, so like you get like reclaim your plot, and that frees up a plot space on the map, and your stuff is just sitting there and it decays. The boxes don't stay either. Like it just bam decays. Automatic decay system. They don't have to do plot wipes or like come through and manually plot wipe things. It's just you either put stuff into your hearth or whatever, or your stuff is vulnerable to decay. I feel like that is pretty reasonable, and I hope they will do something like that in the future. The decay system would be no floating chests, just like, but it gives people who are around you an option of like, hey, look at this place, it's starting to decay, you know, and then they can go pillage it, and they could just remove everything. Chests too, like when that happens, I feel like once you've decayed for like your base has been decaying for like 24 hours or something, maybe 48 hours, it just removes your plot. Like it actually removes your plot, and all the permissions on your chests and everything turn public and whatnot, and then it starts actually decaying, like destroying. Because didn't it do that when they came through and they like wiped the plots and stuff? That's basically what happened, right? Except the chests just stayed, right? Or do they eventually delete? I can't remember, but it would be nice to have that just as an automatic thing. That's not in the patch, by the way, but like but like it would be very nice if they implemented something like that, and that would be like a stress off of them, because they don't have to come up with criteria and all this stuff. It's just, hey, you are in control of your plot decaying or not, and if you can't do that, then I don't know, like you clearly are not playing. If the chests have one thing, it will stay. Yeah, so like that needs to change. It needs to be like it. Once you've decayed for over 48 hours or 24 hours, probably 48, that gives you a little bit more chance, then everything sets to public, like, and it removes your plot, so that also frees up space in the world, which was an issue. You know, everything gets full. Since they now have a system for this update where everything in our plot goes into inventory, they can now make people's plot go away without people losing stuff. Just land. Yeah, that's the other thing too. We were discussing that back and forth too, because it's like, what if you do have something happen? Honestly, I think that it should be, hey, after some time, it's like decayed, then it goes public, so anyone could just come and pillage your stuff, and then maybe like 24 hours after it's gone public, it would revert to your own ether storage, and your plots wiped. Everything that was left after that period of time where people could have raided it goes into your own storage, and then you're just gone off the map. So you do have, so you do lose some stuff if someone realized, like if you have a good area for your base and whatnot, and people notice that your base went down or whatever, like you would lose some stuff, but probably the majority of your stuff would still be safe anyways. But there's got to be a system in there where like other people can still take advantage of the fact that, hey, this, we came upon this and look at all this. You can either take everything or like whatever, that's not even worth moving, and then it goes into the person's ether storage. That would be the ideal scenario in my opinion, because yeah, you should lose stuff if you're not Like, if you're not playing the game, I don't think it should matter. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Mep. It could be either way. Like, I could see them just blinking it out of existence, but it would be nice to have the option. Um, yeah, on every plot you have like a heart. Oh, chest. Crowbar. I don't know. I feel like a hearth that you just put wood in. Like it's a very easy resource to get. Not gold. Well, I don't know how the gold will work. I guess we don't know, but um, I don't know. It could go either way, to be honest. Yeah, V Rising has a pretty cool system for that, I think. Like I would think it would have to be somewhere between like V Rising and Rust. Those are like the only games that I've played that have like a system like that. So I'm sure there's others out there. I just haven't played them. But some kind of DK system is very needed in this game, I feel like. If they want to be nice and say, hey, um, yeah, like during early access, maybe like instead of it decaying and you can like pillage it, maybe it just goes to your ether thing. This could be a good test to see how these ether storages work with this patch. Um, but once it becomes a actual game, like there should be like consequences of going AFK because anyone in your clan can put wood in the hearth, you know? So as long as it had enough money in the building, it was fine. Yeah. Star Wars Galaxy did building maintenance? Okay. Well, you gotta have lot cleaning. Oh man, but I paid a sub and I lost everything in Home Valley. Yeah. Well, in that case, I don't know. Like maybe you don't get to pillage it. I just want to pillage people's bases, okay? But maybe it just goes into the ether storage. So like, hey, it's decaying, but maybe with a caveat. How about what do you guys think of if you are in a home valley and you decay, your stuff is safe, it goes into your ether thing. If you are in a PvP zone and you've built in a PvP zone and you decay, that is pillageable. Anything in the PvP zone is free game to anybody around you, and it decays at a rate of whatever. But if you're in the home village, it just goes into your ether thing. That's a good. There you go. Bam. That's a system right there. That would work. Nobody would be mad because if you're building in the PvP zone, your stuff isn't safe anyways. But if you're building in a home valley, whatever, you can have your stuff delivered to your, like, you can find another place to put your stuff. If people are paying for their plot, they're going to have to respect it. Yeah. Although in PvP, you will be susceptible to siege. Yes. So like, they gotta do something, where you can break walls or something in the PvP areas. PvP decay, yeah, where you don't get it back, but in like a home valley, I could see that. I could see that where like in the home valley, it goes into your ether storage. Everything that you've collected in your plot is yours. Whatever, you can come back and you can rebuild somewhere else because I'm sure someone would take your plot space. And then your plot's removed, whatever. Your plot's removed, but everything's put into storage. And then when you come back in, you have to like put everything back down. Yeah, but if you're in like the wildlands or the you're right, because maybe they'll make it so you can be in the wildlands too, not just the PvP area. But if you're in the wildlands or if you're in the PvP zone, then when you start decaying, it's just free game. Anyone can fucking take your stuff. But there also has to be a system of like, even if you're safe in the PvP area, like you have wood in your hearth, someone should be able to siege you. I don't know how they're going to implement that kind of system, to be honest, but maybe you could build, what would be like lore appropriate? Like battering rams? Like a battering ram, a ballista or whatever. They have them at the door to the PvP place. I'm Probably what you see as a 2-stage PvP. Damn. You know, we're having such a good conversation here, and I actually have to go. Like, my kids are getting out of school soon, and it kind of sucks. Oh, I think I missed Mano. Mano, thank you for the subscribe, by the way. That was like 18 minutes ago. I think I may have missed that. Yeah, it is an early day. They have on Thursdays they have early days every week. It's so silly. It should be on Fridays, but they have it just in the middle of the week. It's dumb. PvP zone always you can PvP, and in Wildlands zone only nighttime cycles to raid. That would be interesting too. So it's kind of similar to in Throne and Liberty, where the nighttime, the open dungeons in the game and stuff at nighttime it's PvP enabled, but then in daytime you're totally fine to farm there. So like a nighttime, but then they would have to have a indicator somewhere about day and night cycle, so that you can plan if you want to be somewhere when it turns nighttime. Because right now, daytime, nighttime, it's not mapped out anywhere. So if they implement a day and night cycle that is actually somewhere in the UI where you can see, and then at nighttime PvP is enabled in the wildlands and stuff. I don't remember exactly how their knights and templars and all that stuff is gonna work. Isn't that like an opt-in PvP thing? No crowbar, but that's okay. I don't need it to be 100% accurate. If it was 100% accurate, we wouldn't know our health and what we're eating and stuff. This isn't Tarkov, okay? Alright, let's see. It's getting dark. Get in the house, yeah. Hope you have a torch. Minecraft all over. Let's see. Hey! Drax is playing. Pax Dei. We should raid Drax. They were over in chat earlier, and they're playing Pax Dei. Let's see. The new storage system they have implemented for the wipe will be part of the eventual decay system. If you don't log in for yet to be determined amount of time, your plot will get removed. Yeah, I hope that's what they're gonna do, Craig. And I hope it's a quick time, to be honest. I hope it's only like a week or two. Like 2 weeks, and then bam, your stuff's in storage. Like, it shouldn't be months of, you should be able to... Yeah, Craig. Yeah, we've been talking back and forth about that for a while. I wanted to be able to pillage the things, but I could see, like, if you're in a home valley, then yeah, your stuff should be safe. But if you're in a PvP area, then your stuff should be able to be raided and pillaged and stuff. But all right. Well, I actually have to go, so let's shoot. What did I just say? Oh, Drax. We're going to raid Drax. He's streaming Pax Dei, and it looks like he's stockpiling for the new update too. So we will raid into him, and hopefully you guys have a great Halloween. I'm really excited. I will be posting in my Discord my costume and stuff later once I get it all on and everything. Thank you, newbie. I hope you have a great Halloween too, and I hope everyone has a great Halloween and they stay safe and nothing crazy happens tonight. I will be back tomorrow morning, and we will see you then. And let's go raid Drax. All right, have a good one, guys.